Morrow line. What is that? What
Well,
Mustang?
how y'all fellas doing, man? Welcome to the episode.
What were you saying, Loranta?
Morrow Mustangs. You went to Morrow?
No, this boy I had sex with.
Oh, so you want to remember him? He get his musk.
Mm, I'm actually kind of sad because I had this all throughout, well, not all throughout. My last year in high school, I had this. So his
Oh
musk is
damn! Oh, it still
already,
fit.
huh?
Oh, it still fits. Go Jared.
What do you mean it
Go
still
Jared.
fits?
I mean, that was back in your last year of high school, back in like 1983. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm
But
sorry.
but was it that funny to Marcus?
Lorente coming out swinging.
But was
No,
it
no,
that
I'm
funny to
not.
Marcus?
Yeah, it was unexpected, is what it was.
No, it was very expected. It was
I
very
I
expected.
expected him to say a legit number because those usually my jokes. I'm proud
No,
of you,
it was
Lorente.
very expected. These jokes are being very expected from both of y'all. But to answer your question, DeMarcus, I'm doing fine. Uh, but I had a question for you actually, DeMarcus.
For me,
Yeah, for you. What was the last movie that you saw in theaters?
Oh,
I saw the last movie I saw in theaters. That's a good question. Hold on, let me check my list.
I'm about to say because you Mr. Exclusive up there.
Mm, 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 mm. I know I saw
Dungeons and
the
Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons movie, but I
How
don't know if
was it?
that's the last movie I saw. It was good. I liked it. It's
You
not
saw
like
what?
the best the
I'm
Dungeons
sorry.
and Dragons movies,
Okay.
but that's not like it's not like the best movie you're gonna ever see, but it's a good movie. Yeah, I think that was the last one I saw, Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay, and that
Yeah.
was released in March, I believe.
Oh, actually, no, I saw the Super Mario movie.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the last one I saw, the Super Mario movie.
Mhm.
Okay, and that was released
Peaches, 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 peaches,
in
peaches.
April.
Yeah,
So
that
it
was
was actually released a
before
week from each
my
other.
time.
But my
April.
point is, both of those movies are out today. Now, so I've seen both of those as well. But my point is, DeMarcus, you
Here you go.
haven't gone to the movies in
Here you
about
go.
a month.
Here you go.
A
Here you
month.
go.
And I have asked you repeatedly
Multiple.
to let me use your account to go to the movies. You haven't gone in a
Hold on,
month. No, no,
hold
no,
on,
no, no,
hold
no,
on. Let
no,
me
no.
show
Let
you
me
that. No,
finish.
no, no, no,
Let
no,
me
no, no.
finish.
'Cause I know
Let
you
me
Let him
finish
gonna
my
finish. Let him
statement.
explain
finish.
it.
Let me
Let
finish
him
my
finish.
statement. You
Let him...
can't do that. Stop cutting me off. Stop cutting me off. Stop cutting
One
me
mic.
off.
One
Stop
mic.
cutting me
One
off.
Go
mic.
ahead.
One mic.
Go
One
One
mic.
ahead.
mic. I hold the spirit stick because I have asked you multiple times to let me use your
You haven't
account
been to
so
the
I
movies
could
in
see
a month.
movies. I wanted to see Guardians of the Galaxy. I wanted to see all of
Nigga
these movies
clocking me,
that
y'all.
have come out, movies that you don't even want to see, movies that you're not going to see. Like, for instance, have you seen Ant-Man yet? Yes or no?
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. On Disney Plus?
No, I saw it in theaters.
Not there
Right.
yet.
Okay, cool. So that was one movie that you said you were going to see that you saw. But I wanted to see movies that have been out for a month when you have not been using your account that I could have saw. So I don't understand why you pay $20 for this movie pass that you aren't using because you're not using it, but you don't even let your friends or your supposed friend, because I'm still not in the wedding. So you don't even let your friends use this account so that you're not wasting money. It just doesn't make sense. So that's all I had to say. That was on my heart while I was watching the Mario Brothers
All right,
movies.
so I don't want to keep talking about this thing because they're not sponsoring us. So I don't want to just keep name dropping it on here because I don't
You
want them
don't
to
have
get
to
no
name
free
drop. I mean, you don't got to
publicity.
name drop them.
Anyway, the reason I haven't given it to you is because first off, it's mine. I pay for it, so I can do what I want with it. Second, reason I haven't been to the movies in like a month is because I used all my credits, and my credits just got rebooted like last week. So I'm on my way to go see 3 more movies this month. If you would like to live the same life, you can spend your $10 and do the same thing that I'm doing, which is make you a damn account and go see your goddamn movie.
So
So it's
what you're
ten
saying is
dollars a
that it's
month.
not unlimited?
$10 a month. $10
So
a
it's
month. It's
not
not
unlimited?
unlimited. No, sir. It's not.
Oh,
No, it's not unlimited.
thought it was.
That's how they went bankrupt the first time. They ain't gonna
I
do that
thought it
shit
was
again.
unlimited. So you can
Yeah,
only see
not
like
wrong.
3 movies a month?
Yeah, depending on how you spend your points. Like if you know, I imagine you might only get 2 in because you be trying to see premieres and shit.
I
No,
am
You be
like
gonna
trying to see
see.
shit the day it. You be trying to see shit the day it dropped. As you know, and you be trying to see it. You know, that night, the Thursday night before it dropped, when everybody else is there, it ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen.
So what's the
But
next
see,
movie you're gonna see?
I go see a Sunday matinee, and
Wow.
then get 3 or 4 movies in.
Wow. So what's the next movie you're gonna see?
The next movie I'm gonna see, I want to go see Air. Well, I want to see Air, but
Air is out on
since
Amazon Prime.
but I'm not gonna
Yes.
pay for it on Amazon Prime when I got Movie Pass and I can go see it for prepaid.
So you don't have Amazon
Um,
Prime?
I do, but it's not free on Amazon Prime.
Yes, it is. It was an
No,
It
it's
Amazon
not.
is.
Prime movie.
You can rent it on Amazon
Nah,
Prime.
because Amazon Air, yeah, Air is like a movie in the theaters.
Yeah, Air's in
No,
theaters, fool.
it's out. It's on Amazon Prime.
I mean, he might after this pod, I'll hop on. I'll hop on
Man,
there.
I'll look at Amazon Prime right now. Shit.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
it's on Amazon Prime. Look, it's
For
on
free?
Amazon Prime. Yes,
Click
for free.
on it.
Included
on it.
with
No-
Prime.
I was gonna say included with the subscription.
Yes.
Hold on, let me see. Let me see.
So you don't
I
believe
might.
me?
Share
You
them.
don't trust me?
It
Is
ain't
it
that.
because I'm gay?
They say, you know what they say, trust but
Trust but verify.
trust but verify.
I mean, that's
Trust
what I
but
said in
verify.
case
I'd be on my
somebody
daughter
said
ass for
that
that
you
shit.
hit somebody.
I'd be on my
Okay,
daughter.
shit, it is on here. All
Exactly.
right, the bet. Shit.
It's
Well,
been
I
out.
cross it
It's
off
been
my list.
out
I'm
for
gonna go
like 2 weeks
see
now.
nah, it's been a week. I'm gonna go see Guardians. Then that's gonna be the next movie I see in theaters. Guardians of the Galaxy.
That was a solid watch.
Oh,
You
you
seen it
saw it?
already?
Yeah, so yeah, my daughter had like a movie day with a group of friends, and
He
I didn't
ain't
want to
tell
be
nobody he saw it either. He
I didn't
just
want to
went and
be
saw it.
because like I be late every time y'all see some shit, so I just assume
Oh,
I really assume y'all motherfuckers be.
oh,
I didn't see it yet.
asshole.
I mean, we
Yeah,
just
about
had
2 weeks ago.
a whole James Gunn episode. I'm not gonna go rush out to see this movie.
Exactly. I'm gonna be honest. I gotta really look into what he did. If that may, I gotta do like a deeper dive. And because I know it was on Twitter, but in 2012, everybody's just tweeting anything and everything. But I really got to do a deep dive because it was a decent watch. But if he like,
I'm gonna tell you,
uh-huh.
you sound real weird making excuses for this man. Just say you gonna still see the movie, and that's all you really gotta say. You ain't gotta explain yourself.
Nah, man. But in this day and age, when they make the Surviving James Gunn documentary 6-part series on Lifetime, I gotta be on the right side of this thing. I gotta be on the right side of this thing.
No, you
Okay.
don't. You human. You reserve the right to change your mind. You can be like, damn, you know what? I listened to R. Kelly all my life, and when I found out that he was doing all that shit to them young girls,
Out of
I
here.
decided I wasn't on his side no more.
I
You have
mean,
the right to change your mind, my brother.
I mean, the key phrase that you said was "when I found out," and he already knows because we had an episode about it. So now he knows. So now his
Hey,
choices are knowing that
now
he touches
now
young
he gotta
boys.
verify. Now he gotta verify. That's the stage that Lorante is in. He gotta verify.
And R. Kelly has been in court for these crimes and has been convicted of these
He's been
crimes.
indicted.
So
Mm-hmm.
yeah. No,
Convicted,
not
not
indicted.
indicted.
He's been
Convicted.
jailed.
He's been convicted.
Yeah,
Locked up.
convicted. So
But what y'all think about that Suzume movie? What y'all heard anything about that one?
Zume?
Suzume, the anime movie they got in theaters right now?
No, I haven't actually.
I haven't heard about it.
Okay.
What's it called?
Is that like out there? If that makes sense. No, I see it right here.
Suzume.
Yeah, I see it right here. I see it right here. Actually, it's giving. I'm not gonna say
I
it.
heard about this.
Yeah, but I watch it at home.
I watch it at home too.
That's what I feel like that's what I've been getting. Like folks be like, it's all right. I'm gonna watch it when it's on TV or something.
Yeah, I'm not gonna rush out to see that. The
All
only
right.
movie that I would have
I ain't gonna waste my credits then.
was that Juju Kaisen movie. I would have rushed out to see it, and I should have once I watched it. It was actually very, very good. But yeah, I don't know much about this.
Okay. Cool. Well, so Jared's been fuming, been mad because I won't give him my movie pass. Lorante, how you been doing?
But you're not even using it. Okay, whatever. No. I thought it was unlimited, so that's my bad.
Yeah. Correction. We thought it was hey, you get to come 3-4 times a week. No, sir.
But it doesn't even sound like it's 3-4 times a week. It sounds like it's 3 times a month on Sundays.
It's not 3 times a month on Sundays. It's you have this many credits. You can use your credits as you will.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't even sound fun.
Personally, I like to make the most out of my credits.
That doesn't even sound fun.
Bang for the buck.
I mean, you can do a higher tier and get more. You can do $20 a month.
Oh, now that one is gonna be the bang.
Now,
hey, not Lorante. Jerry, can you write a thing for Movie Pass, and because we keep talking about them on this show, so we can get sponsored. Hit them. Can you hit them up?
I will. Yeah. I'll write them one Movie Pass.
But then we're gonna have to start doing movie reviews for real. Then they're gonna give us all free accounts, y'all, so we can do.
And it's the Regal one.
No, it's Movie Pass. It's not attached to any particular movie theater. It's any movie theater.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that. I thought it was like an AMC situation.
Nah, no sir.
I ain't mad.
Okay, so yeah, I'll write it down. I'll send them a quick message. Oh, good. Okay, so Lorante, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. Can't complain. Been volunteering at my daughter's school, so I've been substitute teacher of the week, and so it's towards the end of the year. So different teachers are hitting me up like, "Hey, bro, can you cover my class Thursday, Friday? Hold on now, hold on. I think I got shit going on outside of this."
So,
they going on their vacations now.
All right.
So you're like the designated daddy because you like take your daughter and her friends out to the movies, and you take your daughter and her friends out to Six Flags. So you're like the designated daddy for all the.
Oh yeah, I'm like very, very present at this juncture. Like I've been present the whole time, but like at this moment, it's just it's heightened. So it's cool. I mean, but like let me tell you the funniest shit. So y'all know, like back in our middle school days, South Park, that's when you really got into it or whatever. So they're in the South Park. Pause on that conversation. This is a separate conversation. Why these little badass? They're not bad, but they're just teenage boys, and they're joking with their friends. They're like, "What is a casting couch?" Like that's just that, like no context at all. That's all I heard. Right. They're like, "Well, I'm gonna look it up on Google." Hey, don't do that. Stop. Right there.
Hey.
Yeah, right. So that's kind of jokes they're on right now. They're I'm not gonna say they're hypersexual, but yeah, at their age, hormones are doing
yeah. Well, how old are they?
So this class, it's kind of a blended class as well. So it's got some advanced 6th graders.
The boys in question.
Oh, the boys in question.
The whole explanation.
One was 12. One was 12. One was 14.
Okay, and the 14-year-old is the one talking. What's the casting couch?
The 12-year-old.
Damn, 12-year-old shit.
He joked because it was like he's like one of those. He's smart, and good thing he's at this school, because if he was in a different place, he's smart. Like he's a smart ass, so you call him bad. He's not bad. He just he'll try and get away with shit, if that makes sense. Like he's smart, but in a different area, like, hey, sit your ass down. You being bad as fuck. But he's he's entrepreneur. He sells candles and shit.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a really, really dope kid. So it's some good guys and girls up there.
Entrepreneur.
But it's
I mean, shit, I remember being that age, 12, 14, exactly. Man, shit. Like, you horny all the time. Taking your dick 6 times a day.
And that was another thing. Nigga had goddamn a Nivea bottle of lotion, just toss it back and forth. And I was like, hey, chill out. Stop. Put it up.
So they were jacking off together?
Myself.
No, they wasn't. It's just they were like, as a young boy, you just joke a lot, and the majority of the jokes are like fart jokes, masturbation joke,
Sex
girl
jokes.
right. That's like prime time. Like
Yeah.
that's all your humor is. Like,
Hey, that's premier comedy.
yeah, right. So you know me as a big kid, but I gotta put that substitute hat on. Like, hey, let's focus on the lesson at hand. If it doesn't have to do with X, Y, and Z, we're not gonna talk about it. But Mr. Madison, no, next slide. Like I'm quick to say next slide. Like stop, pause right there. Whatever we're on, let's just. But that's me and that. Oh, go ahead, Jade. I'm sorry.
What's up?
So can I ask y'all a personal question? Because I saw this on TikTok.
Personal question.
Yeah, kind of personal. So have y'all ever jacked off as like buddies with one of your friends?
No.
But like, okay, and that's what I'm hearing. But like white people apparently do that all the time. They like,
oh yeah. Yeah, they do.
So you know about this.
I saw this one where
I've heard about it.
They got
I've heard about it.
They got this game called the Ookie Cookie, right?
Yeah, Cookie. I heard about it.
They circle up.
All right, let's stop. Let's stop. This is not that podcast.
It's not that. Thank you.
It's not that podcast.
I love it. Stop right there.
It's not that podcast.
Keep going. DeMarcus. How's your day going?
We're gonna cut it off.
But
my day's going pretty well, yeah.
This is like straight white culture. So are there any things that like white people would think
this is the Black Geek Energy podcast?
And I'm about to ask, are there any things that like white people would think are like weird that black people do when they're straight?
They what? No.
Yeah.
Because anything that black people do, especially straight black men,
You can't even get the words out.
White straight men have doubled it and then tripled that. So it's yeah, man. They when you white, you grow up with the level of freedom that we as black men don't get to know.
Nah, bro, you could be gay, straight, fat, skinny. You could be anything. By the time you're 18, boom, you could be who you want. Like, it's just forget all that. Like, none of that happened.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm doing pretty good, y'all. I started doing some yoga. What else did I do last week? Was last week Cinco de Mayo?
I think that was
before.
Yeah.
Nah, that was week before. Let me see what else I got on my calendar here. Been going to the doctor lately, taking care of my health. Still doing my therapy. BetterHelp.com. I'm not doing therapy with BetterHelp.com, but I am in therapy. But y'all should do.
Well, I'm gonna have to edit that out.
I don't, because part of the rule, I can't misrepresent. I'm trying to plug BetterHelp, but I can't say I'm in therapy, BetterHelp.com, because it sounds like I'm in therapy with BetterHelp, but that's not the case. I'm just trying to be clear, so we don't get no flack. I went on a date, y'all. I went on a date for the first time in almost a year.
A real date?
Wait a minute. Let me stop doing other things and actually listen to what you're saying, because I don't ever listen to what you're saying. So did you find this person on Tinder with your updated profile?
That's it. We met on Hinge.
Okay.
That's better. That's even better. Hinge is a better app than that.
Show us her picture.
No. I'm not.
Is she ugly?
No, she's not ugly, but that's not what this podcast is for. You know what I'm saying? This ain't the dating. This ain't the Marcus dating life.
No, yeah. I mean,
man.
Tell us about oh my God. Tell us about the date. Where'd y'all go? What y'all do?
I mean, we went bowling. It was dope. No, it's the first date. We too old for that. Kissing on the first date. I don't know this woman like that yet. Not yet.
So,
get that
y'all was bold.
We bowled. We talked. Ate some fries.
Was it from one plate?
Yes, it was from one bowl, but yeah, one basket. But yes.
So there weren't any like real drinks at this bowling place?
Now there was drink. I don't drink. She don't drink.
Good, sober.
Mm-hmm.
So there were sober, drinks there. Y'all
completely sober date.
So
yeah.
Did you go in there with a clear head?
Yeah. No. No. I had to take a second and realize what you was asking. No, I did not. No, I did not go in there with a clear head.
You don't clear your mind
but no.
beforehand. You be kind of moving a little,
I mean, I think where I am in life, I always have a clear head just because
Good,
I've been abstaining from so much.
good.
Nothing to
So,
fog my brain up.
so what was the conversation like? What y'all talk about?
It was cool. It was real cool. We talked about everything. Talked about religion. Like,
Religion.
talked about she from Florida, so we talked about like what we the culture shock from coming from the East Coast, West Coast. Uh, Talked about she went to we both went to HBCUs at one point in our lives, so we talked about that.
Oh, where'd she go?
Yeah, I mean, she went to Clark.
Okay.
No,
Okay,
Clark? Yeah, Clark.
that's crazy. That's funny
All
how
right, I'm
y'all.
giving out too much information, man. Y'all keep asking me questions.
All right, that's it
Giving out
right
too much
there.
information.
No,
So
I'm
let's.
trying to find out like how this date was, and
Then hit me up. Then let's talk after the episode,
we
and
don't
I'll
ever
give you
talk
like
after the
all the
episode. Okay,
details.
okay. Just tell me,
Yes,
did you win the
yes,
bowling
we
game?
do.
Did you win the
I
bowling
did
game?
not. Lost both games.
On
Lost both
purpose?
Wow.
On
games
purpose? She just
like a
fine.
gentleman. Like I lost both games like a gentleman.
Okay.
So,
I
so you
went on a
lost on
bowling date.
purpose?
I went on a bowling date, and this
That's
girl
not
was
what I
talking.
said.
That girl was talking shit. Like she beat me the first time, and then the second
So you had
time,
to turn up on
nah, nigga, like she was striking like a motherfucker. She strike 12 frames.
Yo,
I was like,
hey, her ass walked her own ball,
right,
her
right.
own shoes,
I was
and
like,
then waxed
I
it.
done got hustled in this motherfucker. She was
Yo,
come on,
yo, was
yeah.
she? Did she know how to bowl? Was that like? Did she say she knew how
Nigga,
to bowl?
yes, nigga,
Oh
like.
damn!
Maybe she just goes there not to that rink, but maybe she just how some folks that's they shit like they bowl two
Like
three
they,
times
they,
a
they say
month.
happy, they bowl. Yeah, yeah.
Right. Like some folks are skating. Like some folks skate all the time. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
For me, I bowl once every 6 months. You know what I'm saying? Here
Shit, I
in
might bowl once a year. I be wanting to bowl more, but don't nobody want to go bowling. You feel me? Like that's not,
Right.
and it's not cheap. That's what it is. It ain't cheap.
Yeah, it gotta make sense. It's gotta make sense. Hadouken.
Okay, guys. Since the Marcus doesn't want to tell us about his very exciting date, y'all want to go ahead and talk about this
If
episode?
this was a relationship podcast, I would.
No, we are not doing that. I am adamantly against the moment this turns into a relationship. I'm walking the fuck out. I'm standing on that one. We got enough of those in the Black community. I love us dearly.
Hey, it is a lot of them. It's a lot of them.
It's too many, and it's they're spreading missing. Okay, once again, this isn't a podcast either, so we're not gonna do that. BGE, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen.
Actually, let's go ahead and take a quick break, and then we'll come back with this episode for today.
You deserve to be happy. Professional, licensed, and vetted therapists who you can trust. Tap into a network of licensed, accredited, and experienced therapists who can help you with a range of issues, including depression, anxiety, relationships, trauma, grief, and much more. With our therapists, you can get the same professionalism and quality you would expect from an in-office therapist, but with the ability to communicate when and how you want. All right, head on over to betterhelp.com/BGEpod. Sign up right now. Let them know we sent you.
All right, and we back, everybody. And today we'll talk about everybody's favorite anime, My Hero Academia. This is my favorite anime. One of my favorites. One of my big five, I'll say.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
what y'all think? Y'all not have an opinion? Do y'all watch it? What's going on?
yeah,
Don't leave me hanging.
I watched it, but as I kind of said with the last episode, watching the last 5 episodes was very tough for me because, and this is the reason why, Loranta asked a question to us. You would rather have Deku's powers or the Avatar's powers, and of course, everybody said Avatar. But then I started like going into it like it's just like Spider-Man's, and I started realizing that Deku is not actually a good character. Like he's actually kind of a sucky character. He cries a lot. His motivations are weird. If he wouldn't have stayed like a
Let him
normal
finish.
person, like I think that would have been more of a better character arc for him. But then he got his powers. Then he started believing that 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 he was that he was the only one that could defeat these people. And I just don't like the progression of Deku, especially this season. Like I'm still reading the manga because
Well,
the manga.
let's start from the beginning, Jared. Before you get into this season, let's start in the beginning, the first saga, the UA beginning. This is when, and this includes like the entrance exam when Deku first meet All Might and everything. When the little test they have to take, the when they do those fights against each other or against class 1B as part of their class, and the big fight at the USJ where we first see what's the dude name? They got the decay touch.
Shigaraki.
Yeah, Shigaraki. Yeah, yeah, and you know the sports festival. You know when Deku first sees like the past folks, and he's breaking all his fingers. That's the one thing that killed me. Like Deku, like when he got the power and he had to like break his bones to use it. I was like, golly! I was like, somebody help this man.
It was too much for his young body. So let me take a pause. Let me rewind it even further up to the intro. So this man, he grew up. You know, let's just for us like not even us, but let's just say a kid who like an age. It is I ain't gonna do that. But like a kid who really loves, let's say basketball, right? I want to be
Yeah.
the best basketball player, but both of his parents are 5'8", 5'5". He ain't gonna ever be able to do that. So with Deku, he loves
Yeah.
superpowers. He loves superheroes. He wanted to just save everyone he could while he could. He been waiting for his powers to come in. Guess what? He's not getting any. But he stayed optimistic. So when he sees one of his classmates getting fucked up by a goddamn villain, he has no powers. Boy, he does. He moves without thinking. He goes into that motherfucker. All Might sees that. That's why All Might gives him the power. Because it's about the size of the heart. You know what I'm saying? It's not about the size of the dog in the fight. It's about the size of the fight and the dog in this situation. So now, granted,
I feel that, and you know, and to your first analogy, it's been some short ass basketball players, man. Jason Kidd won that tall.
yeah, Jason Kidd. We can go on. Steph Curry's not that tall. He's great, but he's not that tall. But it's about the size of the heart. So you know, and the fact that it's such a strong power. That summer, he worked his ass off. Mama was like, "Hey, you're gonna clean this whole beach up by the end of the summer, and by then you should kind of almost maybe be ready."
Oh, but when I saw that beach, I was like, "Oh no, my, you good?"
Right. Boy, fuck you.
Right. I'm like, shit, I ain't gonna spend my whole summer doing this shit.
Yeah, I'm sorry. This is just one of those. I kind of fell off of animes, and this is the one that kind of like really brought me back in because I was like 4 seasons, 5 seasons behind, so I got to really binge it. And how it is when you get busy with life and shit, so you don't really have time to binge. So I was binging this one like 3-4 episodes a day, 5 episodes.
Golly.
Saturday came around, I watched like 6 episodes. Like it was a different time. So I'm not saying it's the best anime. It's just to me, I like
it was one of the best for a minute. It was one of the best.
Right.
I think it's still one of the best. It's still pretty up there. Jared don't like it. Did you
I
like
agree
the
with that.
beginning, Jared?
No. I agree with that, and I'm just like Lawrence. The first time I saw it, I was a couple of seasons behind, so I did get to binge it. And yes, I did like it. This season, the progression of Deku has just been real iffy for me, and I'm just not liking him anymore. Even though I knew what would happen, because I'm reading the manga, but this season has been real iffy for me, and I think I'm not gonna watch any more of that.
Who's y'all favorite character starting out?
Okay, outside of Deku wasn't my favorite. He was just the main, so I'm not gonna count him. Out of his classmates, I liked and I'm gonna look up her name because I'm bad with names. I just know their quirks. The one who could like
what quirk?
produce anything if she think about it, if she like knows the the makeup of it.
I feel like her name is like Yamazaki or something like that.
Let me see. But yeah, I really liked her because she was smart coming in, and B, like I said, she could make pretty much anything. So she was cool. And then of course Todoroki, half hot,
Oh,
half
it's
cold.
Yao Yorozu, not Yamazaki. Yao
Yeah,
Yorozu.
yeah.
Momo Yao Yorozu. That's the girl who can make anything. Her shit is pretty good because she can just like she has to like think about the molecular structure of the things that she's
Exactly.
making. That shit is pretty tough. It ain't just like, oh, I can just make anything when I think about it. It's like, nah.
Right.
Like, how is this shit made?
So she's very, very, very smart, very intelligent.
Mm-hmm.
Todoroki, with the half hot, half cold. I didn't like the whole him getting off his father and that I like that story part of it.
Yeah.
So I fuck with that. And then I like Bakugo. I personally like Bakugo just because he hot hit.
Which
Yeah,
one
I
is
like him.
Bakugo?
That's
The
actually one of my
sparks,
least
the
favorite.
sparks with the
Yeah,
The
sweat.
explosion guy.
Yeah.
the sweats converted into explosions.
My favorite was
He a hater. That's what.
he's not a hater. My favorite was Uravity. That's her superhero name, but the one who
Ooh,
Oh,
touches,
you like her?
Chaco?
yeah, the one who touches and then she can float.
Everything floats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
is my favorite. She actually has the best arc in that series. Like the show should be centered around her. Like for real.
What?
Exactly.
How does she have the best art? Elaborate on that for me, please.
She has a rival now. The evolution of her powers, the fight scenes that she's been in, the
What's the
battles.
evolution of her powers? How have her powers evolved?
That's what I was about to ask. I'm like, yo, because everybody had an awakening. Like everybody was like, okay, the hard nigga, okay, I can get harder. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody had
Yeah.
something.
What he do right
This
there?
nigga was like, oh, make it hard.
What he do?
This nigga, what is that? I'm a rock nigga, now I'm extra rocky. The fuck? The fuck out of here.
You had it. He the hard nigga.
Yeah.
Niggas walk up to you like, it's fucking hard.
Maybe
right
not
now.
the evolution of her powers, but the fact that when they had to do that internship, the fact that she got like much more focused with being the superhero, much more energized being a superhero. And like she came back with a clear definition then. And she really was focusing on herself and focusing and being a better superhero. So I think she's the best superhero in the class, actually.
She was more focused during her internship when she was away from Deku, but as soon as she got back in class, that shit went out the window.
Yeah.
Her ass don't think about nothing but Deku.
Yeah.
I don't. She's not. For me, I'm very neutral on her because it's just like I don't want to say she doesn't do anything, but she does so little. It's like I don't.
She's the only one that has a
You're
rival.
okay.
She's the only one with a super villain counterpart.
Toga. He talking about Himiko Toga from the League of Villains, the girl who can transform it. Transform.
But then
take blood or something.
If we talking about villain rivals, you got Deku and we just said his name earlier. Decay Touch. Nope. Decay. Yeah. No. Decay Touch.
Shigaraki.
Deku Shigaraki. Todoroki and his older brother Dabi.
Are they rivals?
I mean,
yeah,
nigga, like Dabi whipped that ass. That's what pissed me off too. Endeavor, no, Dabi, and then he just froze up. Nigga, you don't man up, whoop your son ass. But he said his son was stronger than him at a young age. He did say his flame was the strongest.
His flames were hotter. He wasn't necessarily stronger.
Yeah.
But my favorite is fucking Fumikage Tokoyami. Goddamn.
Yo, I was like, yo, I forgot.
Yo, his power was so fucking hard. I was like, hey, yo.
Who was that?
The crow nigga? Or is it a crow?
The crow.
Shadow.
Darkness, yeah, the dark shadow guy. And then the other another person I like. I don't know. That's really my main one. Let's talk about this crow person. Eraserhead. Eraserhead is a fucking is that nigga. Yeah. Because he be on time every time.
Yep. Stop that quirk right there. Stop that quirk right there. I'm looking at you. I'm not gonna go nowhere.
The one that stare at you and you lose your power.
Yeah.
Sensei.
Yo,
So
his
the
shit is
crow
so
person,
and then because he can't do it that long, but and other than that, he's just like a regular person, but he uses his power so well. And I think I like that. I like people who don't have like impressive powers, or either have like very small powers and they just use it real well.
no, he could use it for a long time, like in that hospital scene. He used it for a very
Yeah,
long time.
he figured it out. Like he just hold his eyes open.
Yeah,
They be
he
dry
just
as
holds
shit.
it open. But that crow
Yeah,
person,
I guess.
I like I hate how he's used. Like he's never like we never see the full extent of his crow powers in darkness. Like why does he keep using his crow powers while his sun and light? Like I want to see his powers go out of control and the full sentient being come out. Like that's what I want to see.
But they did happen. That happened in the when it was
One time
in the
in the
forest
woods.
training in the second arc when it was in the woods and that shit just went out of control and he was killing everybody. Not killing everybody, but he was slapping around everybody.
Yeah, he's
I
fucking
want to
shit up.
see it.
That's what made him my favorite. I was like, oh, he really strong. The darker he get, the stronger he get. Oh, that's a black superhero right there.
A black superhero, please. There's this
And
one
then,
black superhero, that lock guy, who can make things lock.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lock.
Right.
Yo, I appreciate Lock because he's not like sometimes Japanese people when they do anime characters and they do black anime characters, they be the most stereotypical character, and I'd be like, bro, like
Extra
I'd be like,
Rapping
why are they
octopus.
like this? Yeah, I'd be like, why are they like this? But yeah, he's bearable.
And then Hulks. Don't forget Hulks. Hulks is cold. Hawks, the nigga with the he was the undercover agent. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
He
Hawks. He was pretty slick too. But I like this one. I just like his name, Tetsu.
Who was that?
Which power?
Y'all don't like him?
Which power?
Tetsu. It's his name. He's the other hard nigga.
Oh, the metal nigga. The metal nigga, right?
Yeah, the metal hard nigga.
Y'all gotta check y'all daddy. Man. Y'all daddy he been rolling around the city because y'all look just alike.
They got the same power. When I saw him, when I first saw the first time I saw both of them on screen, I immediately thought of that the episode of Pokemon where it was Metapod versus Metapod. Yeah. And they just kept using it hard until one of the Metapods fainted.
Nigga. And my thing he metal, the other nigga rock. In my mind, metal like you know what I'm saying, supposed to be tougher than rock in my mind.
Red Riot, I don't remember his real name. Red Riot, they never say that he's rock. They just say he can harden his body. They never say that he is like changing his body into rock or anything. He just is thinking harden his body.
Oh, okay.
So
you know,
and
guys,
then but Tetsu, he actually changes his body into metal.
Right.
So and then like I like his name because I looked up like what his name is because I was like, that's a fucking crazy ass name. Yeah. And I'm gonna tell y'all what it means right now.
I'm surprised ain't nobody said Minoru Minata.
Y'all gotta say what these powers are because
I like it. He's hilarious. Man, we be saying a superhero name and you still don't know. So we just think you don't know.
I don't know their superhero name. You gotta say their powers.
He popped the balls off.
They'd be sticky.
The sticky balls.
Why would anybody say him?
The sticky balls, dude.
Why would anybody say him? Like, be for real. I definitely also like the soft-spoken Dr. Doolittle guy who can talk.
Man.
Nah. He reminds me of somebody I know. So, yeah. Did you find out what the name means?
I'm almost there. Give me a second. I'm almost there.
Ryugen.
Because it means something dope. Like when you it's dope when you hear it. When it's all right, here we go. So Tetsu means penetrate, or to pierce, but it also means iron. And then it also means, wait a minute. It also means like iron in a different way, but it also means like philosophy. So it's like, I don't know, like piercing iron, something iron philosophy, piercing iron, penetrating iron philosophy. I was like, okay. I was like, that makes sense. I like that. I like that name.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, do you want to talk about this season that just passed?
Yes. Let's get into it.
So we ain't even talked about the rise of the villain season.
Oh my god.
Who's your favorite villain?
I loved that one because I didn't fuck. I thought Shigaraki was. I was like, okay, he got the decaying touch, but I personally didn't fuck with him.
I ain't fuck with Shigaraki. I don't fuck with Shigaraki either. He a fucking crybaby.
But then when he unlocked those extra levels, I started.
Nah. Even then, because he's still a fucking crybaby. He's like, everybody had, like, his whole thing to me is like, everybody else has everything that I want, so I want to take everything away from everybody. And it's like, nigga, you a bitch. Like, go work on yourself and go get what you want. Like, he just mad because everybody else got what he wants.
Go.
Because you saw his backstory. He was like, oh, I want to be a hero and shit. And then
Dad
he killed
was
his
like,
whole family, which is like tragic.
No, that wasn't the whole story. He killed his
his
own
dad
family.
was abusive.
Yeah, his dad was abusive. His
was
grandma
abusive.
was like never there. Like,
was his dad abusive, or did he just get like popped a few times? They ain't show his dad like whooping his ass or nothing. They
didn't show.
They showed him just like give him a little.
What's his name? Oh my god, I can't remember his name. Half hot, half cold daddy beating the mom up either. But,
Endeavor.
Yeah, Endeavor beating the mom.
I mean, we did
either,
see
so.
they I feel like they implied they slap more than they implied like abuse. But in this day and age, everything's abuse. Everything. If you pop your child on the hand, it's abuse. They call it CPS.
Wow.
Side note, let me tell you, do you spank your children?
Oh my god.
So that's a good conversation. If you spare the for the child, what I will say, girls different than boys. I'm not saying that girls don't, it's just a different type of discipline. If that makes sense. I have in the past, but it wasn't like a major, like the ones we got, because she didn't do it. She hasn't done anything that we would like on some. Hey, stop jumping on the couch. You still jumping on that couch. I done told her 5 times. Okay, boom. She's at that age where her mouth's a little slick. She's smelling herself. So it's a verbal little sparring match. Back and forth.
Damn.
And she always.
No, I haven't. She don't. I just take the phone, and that's all I got at this point in the game. Just all right. Well, give me that phone, and I hold that for a couple hours.
An hour, shit. If it gets to the point where I gotta take the phone, you ain't seeing that phone for the rest of the week, girl.
Nah.
For me, it'll be little shit like she's in different activities, and before we leave out of the house, hey, make sure you bring, let's say, your swim bag. In your swim bag, you need your bathing suit, swim cap, goggles, towel, 4 things, right? This heifer, we get there, Dad, I don't got no towel. How the fuck we come to swim practice? You ain't got no goddamn towel. Like,
that's not beating worthy. That's not beating worthy.
Exactly right. That's what I'm saying. But you know what you didn't forget? That phone. Give it here. Like that. Like, you see.
I don't know about that. I just let her ass be wet. It's like you got to suffer the consequences. Sometimes life has consequences.
She ain't about to suffer my goddamn car seats. She ain't about to suffer my car.
Hey, put her ass in the trunk. It's like, hey, you wet, you soaking wet. You can't sit on the seat. So now your ass gotta go in the trunk.
That's CPS right
there. You would put your daughter in a trunk, DeMarcus?
Let's get back to
no, answer the question. Would you put your daughter in a trunk if she got a towel?
This is not the parenting podcast. I don't even know why you answered that question.
Not even gonna answer the question.
Who's your favorite villain?
My favorite villain is, of course, Giganto Machina.
Ooh, I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
Before we move on, I forgot my favorite hero. One of my other favorite heroes, fucking Mount Lady.
Oh my God, we
Fucking
already
best hero in
know.
the game.
We already know. Yeah, my favorite villain is Giganto Machina because obviously he destroyed everything. If there
Everything.
was a villain who grade A could accomplish any task, it was him. Like if there's any villain you call on, if there's any villain that you will listen to, like he's the only villain that's worth anything in this show. Well, one of the only villains. He's the only villain that can actually set out a goal, go to accomplishment, and succeed all in the span of an hour, and nobody can stop him. So yeah.
I wouldn't say that he goes out and sets a goal. He does what he's told. Like he literally only does what he's told. And if you don't tell him to do nothing, he don't do nothing. But he is pretty fucking powerful. I can see why you fuck with him.
And then I like that nigga Splice. It's crazy. His crazy ass.
Slice.
Twice. I'm sorry.
Twice.
Yeah,
Twice. Okay.
Twice. His origin story was kind of crazy. This nigga was locked in goddamn. His dude locked his ass up for how long? You know, and they was just out committing crimes and shit. And he like, am I the original? Am I like? So I fucked with that.
Yeah. He's actually one of my favorites too. Cause like for everything you just said, like his shit is fucking traumatic. Like that psychological damage. But also fucking Hero Killer Stain is one of my favorites because he was just true. He was just true to his to his word and to his to his code, you know what I'm saying? He's like, oh yeah, heroes fate, and I'm finna show you why.
Mm-hmm. Kill a nigga. He was
Right.
killer. But then the most useless superhero, what's that lizard nigga?
I knew you were gonna
he
say
ain't
him.
useless.
He's not useless.
He ain't useless.
Don't do that.
What is he doing?
One of my favorites. He's also one of my favorites.
Outside of being a reptile, that's his quirk.
Yo, but he can do this like little spinning thing like with a bunch of blades.
Nigga, he practiced that shit. That ain't no quirk. And then what he had the awakening when everybody had their awakening.
His name is Spinner. What was his awakening? Oh, he could disappear. He could turn invisible when he awakened.
Bitch ass.
Yo, he can turn invisible.
That's cool or whatever.
He can stick to walls, dude.
That man, when Shigaraki was down and they were waiting on the giant, he was useless.
The most useless villain is probably Mr. Compress because
Mr. Compress?
He lost that arm.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, he was just a
background character. The one that actually compresses niggas?
Yeah. And you didn't need him in the story. If he wasn't there, it'll be the same outcome regardless. Or
he the one that stole Bakugo. He was the whole reason they got Bakugo.
Or I would say Lady Nagant, because she wasn't even a villain.
Oh yeah.
She was not a villain.
Yeah.
So yeah.
You talking about the rifle lady?
Yeah, the rifle lady.
Mm-hmm.
She had that fire.
So yeah.
She had that fire.
Wait, who's your favorite, DeMarcus?
Twice. And then Hero Killer Stain.
What could Stain do again? Oh yeah, control people's blood.
Kill it.
Yeah. If he lick your blood, you paralyzed. But you paralyzed for how long? It depends on what your blood type is, how long you paralyzed.
Somebody that I want to see more of is Genten, who was that ice person who was like always covered up from like head to toe. And he didn't he get captured? I'm not sure.
Okay.
But he definitely
I think
was like a main person using like Omega level powers at that battle, where they were at, where the Lady Villains was at. So yeah, I would say Genten is somebody I want to see more of, but yeah. Genten.
Yeah. I also like Chisaki, the one that had the little cone mask, the little beat mask on his face. That could like take shit apart and put it back together.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
He was pretty dope.
I fuck with him. Who else we got? Who else?
Yo,
I'm trying.
well, let me ask y'all this: what did y'all think about the damn the bullet that they had made that was like curing folks of their powers?
Mm-hmm.
That shit, it was very X-Men to me.
Mm.
Because y'all remember they had that shit in X-Men in the
Check out.
movie, well, in the comics too, but in
Yeah,
the movie.
just like
Power Horse.
X-Men, it didn't last. Wait, hold on. Am I saying a
No,
spoiler? Yes, I
no,
am
you gotta
saying a
go.
spoiler.
Because if you
Never
watch
mind.
season 6, what's his name? Lemillion. He came back and
Okay, so he
Yeah,
did come back in season 6. Okay, good.
yeah, and
But
as
just
we
like
all
yeah,
said,
X-Men,
yeah.
that
it
little
wears off
girl.
after a while. So yeah.
I mean, that makes sense. Did y'all know like those vaccines you got when you was born, those vaccines you got for college, like those actually wear off, and that you have to get those same vaccines again?
So those stop my
It's
mutant
like
powers from coming? Is that what you're saying?
maybe I don't know about that. You
Oh,
know, some people believe they cause autism, but that's a
I got
different
a
story.
friend. I got a friend. I got a close friend who and they have a young daughter and they not getting her vaccinated because the mom, like the guy is my friend, but the mom of the child's like, nah, because da 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 da. I'm like, all right, how you gonna send them to public school? Because you need them vaccines now. Come on, like what?
Mm-hmm.
You can't do no rec league sports. You can't do no summer camps. You
Mm-hmm.
can't. It's when it's time to go to college, you still gonna need, X, Y, and Z. So that whole crowd. Mm.
So you're friends with
Uh,
Republicans?
No, 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 no. It's. I don't want to say they're free thinkers because that implies that we're not. But they're on their own beaten path. Like if they're kind of skeptical about everything, which is their right. It's America, right? You have your right to believe in whether it be right, wrong. Who am I to say? It's they're on their own path. But that was just like my one big like, hold on, dog. Like, hold on, y'all ain't rich. Like I'm not rich, but y'all ain't about to send y'all to no private school for K through 12.
Mm.
But back to MHA. We keep getting off topic.
it's all good. No,
Uh,
no, this is not supposed to go.
so yeah, I know
Uh,
that whole arc was pretty impactful. I like those battle scenes a lot. I think that I was like the first person up at 6:30 on Sundays or Saturdays on my Hulu, waiting for new My Hero Academia to drop when it was that arc. So yeah, I really did like that arc with the bullets.
yeah, yeah. I was more worried about. I was more worried about it than I feel like I should have been because like they eventually like stopped this production, and I was like, oh, okay. I was like, well, that wasn't a big deal at all. Uh,
They taking niggas' powers. Watch out, Deku.
right. See, I feel like that would have been like a much more interesting. If like Deku had got shot with that shit, but. mm.
And then
Uh,
back to your point, Jared. You kind of open with, hey, with this last season, he wanted to put the kind of the team on his back because he felt like he's spoken with, All For One's brother, the originator of One For All. I hope I'm saying that right. I hope I'm saying that right. I usually, be getting them backwards, and then he's spoken with the different owners of One For All, and it's like he knows what it takes, and he know like. But now the Spider-Man part, I cannot unsee it now, or I can't just from the danger sense to the black whip. I mean, he can fly though. That's the only like thing that's kind of varying. And
But he
then because
doesn't.
Spider-Man has super strength. He can fly. He can float. My bad. He can float.
Yeah.
And
And
then
then
he got his
okay.
ass again.
Since we're on to his powers, let's go ahead and talk about it. These powers don't make any sense. These powers don't make
why
any
not?
sense because
Why not? Why don't it make
so
sense?
so he has these powers where he's super strong and he
Mhm.
can't actually use them at full strength because he'll break his bones, and that has been um a big part of the um you know
Story.
the character so far. Okay, but then in this season, he gets this other power, this, what is it? This Majin. Hold on. He gets this,
Oh, the Fujin.
yeah, the Fujin power, and it lets him, no, not Fujin. What is it? Hold on.
Majin.
Oh yeah, the food. Wait, is it Gear Shift?
Fajin.
Yeah, the Fajin power, and it lets him use his power falsely to have the same impact, but it doesn't affect him at all. And like, me, I'm a big person of powers, and I can like rationalize all these powers, but that just doesn't make any sense to me. Like how can you use the same power to the same degree that would destroy your hands or destroy your legs, but it doesn't because you're using
Mm-hmm.
this Fajin power? Like how
Well,
does
I
that
would
work?
say, I I would say that the Fajin doesn't work the same way One for All works. Like One for All is like using his muscles and his own body to create the power. Whereas the 5gen is like, all right, this is just a storing up of some sort of energy, and then it just releases, as opposed to him kicking with the muscles in his leg, he's kicking with energy in his body with his spirit.
Yeah, but even if it's just like he's storing up the energy and he's not using the one for all strength, like how can that stored up energy still make that same outcome of power as his normal power and make it go 100%, but it's not destroying his hands and it's not destroying his legs? Like I just don't, I can't get that. I can't get it.
Well, I don't think, I think that part of it is like they explained this like in one of the earlier episodes, that they don't always understand how quirks work the first time. Like, so they'll see somebody like the example they gave, like the kid who can like spray water at you from his finger. They're like, oh, he's spraying water from his body, but then they look into it some more. That's like, oh, actually, he's gathering water from the atmosphere and then just focusing it and spraying at you that way. So I look at this as like Deku is just making a guess at how these powers work, like from the information that he's been able to get from his mentors or whatever. And so he's like, oh, this feels or looks as strong as One for All at 100%, but there's no way to really measure that. You
I
know what I'm
mean, he
saying?
would
He's just saying
know.
it.
I mean, I think Deku would know, even if he was going at 45. At 45, his hand is broken and it can't be used anymore. So if he knows that that impact would be at 45, which means hand inoperable, and that feels more than a 45%, then I just don't get how his
But
hand
it's
is
not
not
more than
inoperable.
it's not more than 40, it's not more than 45% of One for All. Only One for All breaks his bones. Any other power, he's good.
That's what I'm
Black
not
Whip
getting.
mode.
That's what I'm not getting.
So you don't under. I hear what you're saying. Like, it doesn't make sense that he can get up to the same amount of force and not break his bones, no matter what combination of powers he's using.
Yes.
And what I'm telling you is that the powers don't work the same way. So as when One for All is like using his muscles and his body and breaking his arm, Fajin is not. Fajin is using something else. I can't say what it is. I didn't write this book, but Fajin is using something else to create that force. It's not using his body.
I mean, because I do read the book, and
And
I
so, and the fact that you still don't know don't means you just got to accept that that's how it works.
yeah, but they say that I mean, I well
You
that's
know,
just one of the
folks
reasons why
like
I
you
don't get
who
his powers.
go ahead. I mean, I
Um,
don't know. Well, let's look at all his powers. What's all his quirks?
I mean,
He got One for All. He has transmission. What's that one? What's the transmission one, y'all?
is that the thing
Is
that
that the
makes
gear
him go
shift?
faster? Yeah, the gear shift. Gear shift,
Uh,
Fajin, danger sense, black whip, and smoke screen and floats.
I think float is the most useless power.
Because
Like you just
fly.
float. You just no, it don't say fly. It says float.
yeah,
That's different.
he doesn't use it.
He ain't got his shit together. Yet. He ain't figured it
It's
out.
like the only thing this thing can help you do is stop you from falling. Like you get too high in the air, you just you float before you hit the ground. I don't. That's the one that's like, And then smoke screen is on the edge. It's like, this could be useless, but sometimes it's good to be able to have a smoke screen or whatever. But the other ones I think are pretty dope. Like One for All, Transmission, Fajin, Danger Sense, Black Whip. I think those are the good ones. Like I think he'll be all right without the last two. Because he can actually fly using One for All.
So All Might's power was from the 8th user, right? So All Might has super strength, and then that was from the 8th user of All for One.
So I think
One for All.
I think that the strength is just like the compiling of like regular strength through a bunch of different people. So it's like if me and Lorente gave you our strength,
boom,
you would be 3 times as strong.
So what were All Might's powers?
None. He was like Deku. He didn't have any, and that's why he chose that.
He didn't have any powers beforehand. Yeah, so he could.
They were mad. They were like, y'all keep giving these powers to non-power having motherfuckers and not adding to it. It was supposed to go to Todoroki. If this shit would have went to Todoroki, it would have been a whole different show.
Nah, it was supposed to go to the other nigga, the Paramecium, the Lemillion. Yeah,
because that would have been crazy.
It was supposed to, but had it went to Lemillion, first off, he would have died. Second,
no, they explained it like they answered why in the manga why it went to him.
Why? Oh, to Deku or who?
Yeah, to Deku.
Oh, yeah, that's in the anime. Because he was like, oh, he got a call. All Might had got a call from the principal saying like, hey, I got a promising student. He seemed like the perfect candidate for your power. But on his way to meet Lemillion, he met Deku and saw Deku, like you were saying earlier, Lorente, run and jump into the fray with no powers. And he's like, oh, that nigga got heart. He deserved his power.
Shit. All Might, you dumb as
shit.
He
deserves a chance.
But Deku was smart though. The thing is, because he didn't have his power, so his IQ is through the roof. Because he just loved quirks so much, so he just studied every single quirk, how it worked. So he thought he did think his way. Now sometimes he did just kind of punch, let's break this arm, let's break this leg, let's break this pinky, let's break this middle finger. He did do that a lot for the first like 4 seasons, and that shit was hilarious. I was like, yo.
It was not. It was so frustrating. I was like, hey. I was like, you need to figure this shit out.
Yeah, they go.
And that's where your girl come in.
They go more in depth as to why Deku was chosen, but yeah, as
Lawrence
was saying, that was
why. Tell us.
I don't want to spoil it because
we passed that season. You ain't finna spoil shit. We ain't finna go back and read it.
Nah.
And then we got some listeners that have already read the manga. They want to hear this conversation. Tell us, Jared.
But it's gonna spoil it for y'all too.
No.
Tell us.
Okay. One for All actually burns.
Spoiler alert.
One for All actually burns through people with powers. So if you have a power already, it burns through you and it kills you quicker. So then when you have multiple powers in your body, then you'll get quicker deaths. That's why like the people before All Might were like dying at like age 40. So All Might lived longer because he didn't have a power before. So then he thought that Deku would live longer because he did not have a power before. So
yeah. They did explain that. So you didn't spoil anything at all. We already knew that. That's why I said earlier, had Million got the power, he would have died because he was already powered and it would have burned through him faster.
Oh, they did?
I don't. Yeah, they explained all that, bro.
I do not know the difference.
You be sleeping on the anime.
The manga and the anime. But yeah, yeah, that's why Deku was chosen. So I don't know. It's just this past season, he's just been crying so much. And then he
I was just about to say, let's get into this latest season. And let's start with let's take it back a little bit and start with All Might being depowered. So I feel like that was like the pathway to where we are now with Deku going to this dark side and like feel like he got to take on everything on his own. When All Might was depowered, I was like, I don't know, I didn't know how I felt about it. I was like this. I like it seems unfair. The villains get to keep their head honcho, but we lose ours.
I mean, All Might's been losing his power since season 1, so it really wasn't a big thing for me.
Yeah.
I don't really, yeah. All Might has been losing his power since the first episode, though. So,
man. So I don't know. We gonna see because All Might, like you said, he's been losing it since season 1. It's just to the public. So once the public lost that belief in him, because All Might was that nigga, and he had these motherfuckers thinking shit was sweet. So the moment he goes away. And then you just imagine, like, let's say, what was it, 6 months, 8 months later, then the League of Villains, and they have this whole uprising and shit. Yo, y'all do shit, but Caesar like as hell. They just want everybody to do everything for them.
Yeah, and they just want to cast judgment.
You know what I'm saying? They quick heroes, y'all useless. Well, bitch, what you doing? I'm out here.
No. The people were out there too. They were defending stuff. I mean, they were defending their stuff in rubble because the stuff was already destroyed. Right. But they got out there and they started defending their stuff.
Barely, man. But you know how we're kind of the same way. We want them to do everything, and then just the moment they'll do something we agree with, we on their ass.
But the biggest thing that happened for me this season, my favorite part this season was the Todoroki reunion when they all got together and they all sat down and they all talked. So and they all kind of took responsibility for how Dabi turned out. In meaning that they all failed in some type of way with his childhood, and they all turned a blind eye towards Toya's self, Toya's tendencies. But now they banded together to stand side by side to kind of fix those mistakes, and I really like that part. And Deku was there randomly. Like, why are you here? Like, let this family have their moment. But yeah, I really like that part.
Yeah. My favorite part this season is when my own lady. I'm just playing.
Oh my God.
But I think one of my favorite parts was when the students was like trying to figure out how they can like stop Gigantomachia. Like that joint, I was like, hey, yo, they on it. They putting their shit together. They putting all their training to, into effect. I thought it was doing pretty good.
She was having a conflict, an ethical conflict. I'm not supposed to use my powers to put anybody to sleep. Bitch, this is a villain.
Girl, but that thing is, he is stepping on people, crushing them, and you worried about putting them to sleep.
Yeah,
you worried about the wrong thing right now, girl. Come on.
Yeah, and I was just sad that Miss Midnight had to die, but that's Giganta Machina. That's Giganta Machina. But yeah, that was kind of sad for me. But yeah, all them banding together, showing how their powers have evolved and how they can work together for a common goal. And like why was that goal so simple but so hard at the same time? Like all they had to do was get something in his mouth, and it took like 3 tries of failure to get this thing in his mouth. Then somebody
getting 8. It's like
yeah. Somebody had to use the power of friendship to actually go up there and actually succeed with this task. But that was another good part for me. All the parts without Deku were good parts for me.
Yeah.
And then when Deku
wait. Oh, go ahead.
When Deku fought Class A, when they all were trying to really get him to go back to the academy or whatever, get him to stop crying and being in that shattered costume and not taking baths. or not 80, when they all fought him and they banded together, they were pushing him through buildings, and they were really, coming together. They showed again, how good Class A was at like coming together and how hard they worked. I thought that was really good. I did not like how at the end of that battle, Bakugo actually apologized to Deku. Like, what are you doing? Like, stay on theme. Don't.
No, I appreciate that, because it's like, you've been a dick to this man for his entire life, so he needs a fucking apology. And you've been a dick for no reason. And then, like, when they went into it, it was like,
Yeah,
go ahead, Lawrence.
No, go ahead. You about to tell it? Go ahead.
No, you got it. You ain't been talking. Go ahead. Why
yeah. Well, yeah. So long story short, the only reason like Bakugo felt some type of way is because when they were younger, they all, they're all kids, 5, 6, whatever, however fucking Bakugo ass fell into a river. Deku saved them, and then everybody was like, "Oh, Bakugo, you got saved," because at the time Bakugo was the first one with his quirk. And Deku just looked up to him, because he's a quirk lover. He looked up to him. So for the fact that he got saved by somebody without a quirk, he felt emasculated. And like most folks emasculated, they start to flex on that guy. So for the next 10 years, Bakugo has just been an ass for no reason at all. And then
because he feel like he's like, I'm the one with all the power. I'm supposed to be the only one that want to be a hero. But this nigga want to be a hero and he ain't got no power. He's like that. He's like, no, you supposed to let me save you. You supposed to, He feel like Deku don't know his place. But apparently Deku place is ahead of him.
There you go, good brother.
Yeah.
So that shit.
Any parts stand out to you, Lawrence, this season?
This season, I'm glad Shigaraki didn't get a chance to go full, like, because the doctor was doing upgrades. I'm glad he didn't get a chance to go, get us to 100%, because Deku would have got waxed. Everybody.
Yo, Deku was already getting whacked when that man was at whatever percent he was at.
You know what I'm saying?
Shigaraki was running them hoes. Another man, I think it's Mirko, the butt lady.
Fucked with her. I know that she was
like her. Boy, me either. But I was like, oh, she's probably just fast, low. Yo, nah, she letting off them fucking kicks, goddamn.
Right, tearing them up, goddamn Nobu's. I'm sorry, no Nobu's up.
Them Nobu's. Them Nobu's.
I'm thinking about the restaurant. Okay.
It's Nobu.
Right.
The
They just built
restaurant.
it in Atlanta. I gotta try it maybe. But
you said they just built one?
Yeah, they got one in Atlanta.
It's been a Nobu in Atlanta.
No, there hasn't.
No, it hasn't. They just built it.
It hasn't?
Was it?
It has not?
No.
I feel like Nobu been in Atlanta a long time. I feel like I've been hearing about Nobu a long time.
Nobu's an LA thing. If you hear it in the songs, you do, but it's an LA thing. It's got restaurants outside of LA. LA is like one of the more popular ones. But
I feel like Nobu's been in Atlanta, y'all.
No, I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
I'm gonna take y'all word for it. I ain't been in Atlanta. I ain't lived in Atlanta in a long time.
Oh, you're not gonna look it up?
I don't care that much. About this.
Ooh.
Wow. But yeah,
I'll verify it later.
Yeah, there were a lot of things that were a lot of like tear jerkers, like learning about Navi's origin story. That was really interesting to learn about.
That man, that's all he wanted.
Yeah, he just wanted to please Endeavor, but Endeavor was not having that. He said, "Nope, you're not the one." Next.
Yo, Endeavor was such a fucking dick, bro.
And he wasn't like he was definitely Endeavor. Like, not dad, no, Endeavor. Address me by my name. That shit right. Wow.
Yeah, when, of course, the aftermath of Gigantomachina tearing through that the city, you had people not liking heroes, you had heroes resigning, you had the city in rubble for the rest of the time.
Yo, I like that shit. That might make me seem kind of crazy, but I like that.
What part?
So many heroes was like quitting.
The heroes were resigning. That's what you liked.
Because not every hero is Well, not every hero. I'm sorry about that. I'm calm down now. Not every hero is an S level or A level hero. Some are B minus. Some are C plus. Like some are some regular ass. They can just light up. Like some niggas can just glow, and they pass the hero test, and now they're heroes. But Shigaraki fucking shit up. League of Villains. How many villains just popped up? And now they want to throw the ones with you. So something like, hey, I ain't signing up for this shit.
I mean, that on top of like the citizens were very upset with the heroes, and they were, very like they started to not trust the heroes anymore because their homes and businesses were destroyed. So they weren't liking them either. So yeah.
I mean, my thing with that is like, yo, the heroes been doing their best this whole time, and like somebody comes along that's stronger than all the heroes. This is unexpected. Nobody was prepared for it. It's like the heroes got their ass beat too. A lot of heroes died, and you mad your store got blown up? Like, bro, get over yourself.
But that's how people are in real life.
You're right. You're right. That's how people are. That's how people are. So what are y'all excited for? What do y'all hope is coming next with My Hero?
Well, I'm actually excited because I don't want to watch it. I think I'm just gonna wait until all the episodes are done. But the battles to come with the American lady, the Marine, that one is very interesting because her powers are amazing. And
with the American lady.
yeah. You really didn't like her, right?
Yo, she looks crazy. She looks crazy, bro. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like, this is what I mean. She a white American, so I don't give too much of a fuck. But it's like, damn, it's like, this is how y'all see American. But considering how they see black people, it's fine.
I mean, how do we portray ourselves like Captain America?
You right. You right. You're not wrong.
But then again, how do we portray
nose? I was like, damn.
Yeah. But then again, how do we portray Japanese characters in everything? So
unclear. I'm not sure. I can't think of any Japanese characters.
But she is an amazing character. Her powers are amazing. And I wish, there were more of her in this whole series. But that's what I would like to see, like the broader scope of international heroes. What else I mean, I kind of know what's happening, but to see it actually play out are things I want to see. The rest of this saga with Endeavor's family, that's gonna be crazy. That's going to be crazy.
That's what I'm least excited to see. I'm like, that's gonna be a heart puller right there. That's gonna be hard to watch.
Yeah, watching it or reading it is crazy, but to see it all play out is gonna be even crazier. But what are you excited to see?
Yeah. I wasn't like Deku's whole dark side. I was like, this ain't even a dark side. Like, this is more of like a rogue kind of AWOL situation. Like, you didn't go dark. Like, you just working by yourself.
He ain't kill nobody.
Right.
Yeah, working overtime.
Right.
That's all it was. A nigga working
hey, going dark, working overtime. I want to see what's gonna happen with All for One. Like, is everything's gearing up to this final confrontation between Deku and Shigaraki, but All for One is still there pulling all the strings. So they've been All for One has been talking about taking over Shigaraki body. Like, is he gonna get to do that? I want to see Deku like develop some more with these powers, because it's two folks in the thing that ain't really activated yet, right? Still, at the end of the season, then the last two folks, did they turn around from that wall yet?
No, I think everybody.
Yeah, they turned around.
Yeah,
they turned around. They talking to him.
Yeah, everybody's activated right now.
Okay, dope.
Yeah, the last two were Gear Shift and that Fajin power.
Oh, right. Yeah, I want to see them develop some more of these powers. Like, I want to see like more interesting or creative ways of like combining these powers. And I want to see like I want to see like the heroes awaken with their powers too, because that shit, the awakenings was pretty dope. It ain't like completely changing their power set, but like um fucking Shigaraki being able to like decay things that he's not directly touching, that's pretty dope.
We gonna see.
Y'all should see Jared's face. Jared read the manga, so he got this smirk on his face because he knows what's gonna happen.
Which one again?
What?
Shigaraki?
No. I'm saying what power you said that you like.
I want to see more interesting combinations with all the powers.
Oh, okay. Yeah, man.
Yeah, and I want to see everybody taking the powers awakening, because I was saying decay, like when they awaken, it ain't like they power set like changes completely. It's just it gets whatever they can do gets better. So I want to see that happen with some of the heroes, because what's the next level of Ochako's power? Like gravity, like she can make stuff weightless. Like what's the awakened version of that? Like maybe
shit.
now she can make shit heavy.
Oh,
maybe it can go the opposite way.
Okay.
Right.
Jared,
Like,
hello.
that'd be dope.
Oh, he quiet. Okay.
So what are you excited to see, Lorante?
I'm excited to Negro. I am excited. Of course, that ultimate battle, but I do, because Todoroki was like my guy when he first came onto the scene, but then these emotions kind of got in the way, which I totally understand. But I feel like he has the ability to be an S level hero, but he's coasting on this B level shit. And so I just hope next, but by fighting with his dad and fighting against his big brother, they duke it out, and he finally takes that next level. To where he needs to be as a superhero, because he, like I said, I liked him, but the past few seasons he kind of. And then what's the Raven guy name? We just said his name earlier.
Oh, Tokoyami,
because we didn't really sit, like, he's got more control of Midnight Shadow, right? That's the name of it.
Dark Shadow.
I'm sorry. Yeah, so he's got more control of Dark Shadow, and they got a better relationship. But I want to see. Like you said, I just want to go. It'd be dark as hell, and he just balls to the wall. He just fucking shit up. So I do want to see that.
Yeah, I want to see fucking Red Riot get even harder.
I'm hard. Now I'm harder.
I'm twice as hard. I'm 3 times as hard. I'm so hard I can cut cocaine.
Right. I'm just like, yo.
Well, that's my hero. So this conversation has really energized me to maybe keep giving the anime more of a chance. But y'all, I am so sick and tired of crybabies. And even though he's just 15, and he was 14 when it started, he's just 15. I'm just tired of crybabies and the power of friendship. Like, the anime that I'm watching right now, there's no power of friendship. It's dying, it's blood, it's titties. Like, everything about the anime that is going on right now is like,
what anime is that?
The anime with titties. That's the one
that
you're talking
one,
about?
What's that one?
Because I'm watching a lot of anime right now. That's called
I want the one with the titties.
That's called H Paradise. Yeah, they just had
I'm watching that. Ain't no titties in Hell's Paradise.
It was in episode 6 or 5. It was in one of those episodes, 6 or 5, because I just watched it last week or so. But
man.
But yeah, these isekai that I'm watching, like, they're all so tough. Like, let me just describe to you. No, I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, y'all gotta. I'm just so sick and tired of the power of friendship. Like, your Gravity's whole speech was just cringeworthy. But yeah, let's get away from the power of friendship, which we're not gonna do because I read the manga, and let's get to actual real anime for adults. Like, I keep forgetting that these are not necessarily for me, but I really want them to be. So yeah, I'll just stick to Demon Slayer, which is really good this season.
It sure is.
Demon Slayer episode.
Did y'all know Deku had a brother?
Yep, he comes on the anime sometimes.
When because like the way his mom be acting like he the only child.
I mean, she's a mom.
What? So his brother doesn't have a quirk either. What episode did they show this nigga?
I don't know.
Oh, hold on.
I cannot recall.
Never mind. I misread that, y'all. I misread that. Nope. Never mind. I misread that. Deku does not have a brother. He's the only child. But the next season ain't gonna be till spring 2024. The next season is not gonna be till spring 2024, y'all. So we gotta wide away. Don't read it and spoil it. Don't say it out loud and spoil it. That's why you gotta stay off the internet when you watch the anime, y'all. It'll ruin everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think because Shigaraki called Deku little brother, but I think that was just one for all, speaking of all for one type shit.
Yeah. That's exactly what that was.
And Deku was like, "Oh, what?"
All right, let's take a break, y'all. Let's take a break.
Take a break, and we coming back with our favorite portion. Question.
Yeah, those.
All right. Welcome back, listeners. Thank y'all so much. If you made it this far, you made it to one of the best parts of the podcast. You made it to the questions section where we do what? Answer questions from our listeners like you. Who? You. All right. Try something new. So really quick. You can ask questions. You can not divert. You can forward those questions to our Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and as well as our Gmail page. Our Gmail is Black Geek Energy at gmail.com. It's Black Geek Energy on Instagram and TikTok, and then BGE_pod on Twitter. So those are our 4 outlets.
Did you just say TikTok?
Yeah, that's how they say it. That's how they say it. All right, guys. So our first question. Well, no, not that one. Our first question we're going to have, it's going to be Samantha from Denver. She asked, what is the most underrated or underappreciated aspect of nerd culture that you believe more people should know about or explore?
I think the most underappreciated aspect of nerd culture is like board games. Because like the world of board games is like hella expansive. Like there's a lot more, and not even just like board games, right? Board games, card games, tabletop, all this kind of shit. It's so expansive, and there are so many games out there, so many games being created every day that folks just don't know about and don't give a try. I'll mention a few of my favorites. Catan, it's pretty mainstream at this point. But Monopoly Deal, a lot of folks don't play Monopoly, but not a lot of folks don't play Monopoly Deal. It's Monopoly as a card game. It goes like 3 times. It only lasts like 15 minutes. It's dope.
Wow.
Yeah, the good old classic D&D. You know what I'm saying? A lot of folks shit on it, but as soon as they give it a try, they'll be like, you know what? I actually love this game.
Right.
And I played one with my coworkers not too long ago called Millennium Blade. And this is a game based on, it's a trading card game about a trading card game. So you gotta incept that, you know what I'm saying? Like in the game, you playing the trading card game, Millennium Blades, and the game is Millennium Blades. It's a little meta, but it's a dope ass game. It lasts a while though. A lot of board games. It's some board games out there that you'll spend your whole night on. I think we played that one from like 6:30 to like 9:00, 9:30.
Oh wow, that's a good little minute.
Yeah, but it was dope. It was fun the whole time, like action packed.
Yeah, I never played Catan, Legends of Catan or whatever, and I've always heard
It's
about it.
called Settlers of Catan.
Yeah, whatever. Settlers of Catan.
Oh my
I
goodness.
have heard about it, but I've never played it. So
Mm.
I do want to start playing that game, or at least I want to try it out. And that Millennium Blade game sounds very interesting. But
Mm-hmm.
uh,
They
it,
I was gonna say one more thing about it. They bite a lot of stuff that already exists. So like it's different card sets in the game. So it's one card set that looks like Yu-Gi-Oh cards. It's another card set that looks like Magic the Gathering cards. It's another card set that looks like Pokemon cards. Um, it's another card set that looks like Sex in the City. It's they bite everything. It's good.
That's what I said. That sounds
sounds
really, really unique.
yeah, sounds fun. An aspect of nerd culture that I think is underappreciated, and this is a really good question, Samantha. I am gonna have to say that the aspect of nerd culture, that I think is really underappreciated would be just the general fandom of it
Uh
and how deep it goes. Like with me,
Mhm.
with comic books, and as I was just saying about their powers, like if something doesn't make sense, and I'm a big powers person, like I could argue down Storm's powers, or I could argue down even Charles's powers, who I cannot stand, and how they're different from Emma's powers. Um, I think that that's the big aspect of how nerd culture is, and I think that that's really underappreciated. So, yeah, that's my answer.
yeah, so you I'm kind of gonna kind of piggyback off of you because we kind of have the same, like I was just gonna say just the dedication and the diversity of it. Because one person could, a girl could read comics but not watch anime. Somebody could watch anime and not read the manga. Somebody could read the manga, watch the anime, but not fuck with video games. Somebody could play with video games all day long and not do anything. So it's just we say this all the time. It's not a monolith. It's not just you're a nerd, so you do everything. No, you do what you're really into, but whatever you're really into, you
Mm-hmm.
really sink your teeth into it. You really get down to the nitty gritty. All right, all right. Moving on along, we got Jeremy from the west side of Atlanta. He asks, "Who do you think won in the fight, the Viltrumites or the Saiyans?"
The Saiyans, like, is that even a real question? It'll be the Saiyans.
You sure? The Viltrumites
I don't
now.
know, man.
Hold
I
on.
don't know.
Like, look how
Hold
strong
on.
Goku is. And I'm not even talking about Goku now. I'm talking about
Yeah.
Goku, just regular Dragon Ball Z Goku. Viltrumites can die. And Viltrumites are not Superman. Like people always equate Viltrumites to Superman. That's not the case. That's never been the case. But Viltrumites, they can't win against Goku. Like they can't win against that. And even like that, the Saiyans that came back with their tails still, they could beat the Viltrumites. Are y'all serious?
Nah, Nappa.
I
Nappa
don't
and
know,
Rex
man.
not
I don't
watching no
know.
Viltrumite.
Wow.
Yeah, because like I think the issue here is that the Saiyans we see in Dragon Ball Z, like the Saiyans we see often, like these are the exceptional ones. And because we see them so much, we're getting this misconception that like, oh, all Saiyans are this powerful and this is the norm. No, these are the top of the top. Like Vegeta's the prince of all fucking Saiyans, and Goku comes from like the greatest warrior bloodline or some shit like that. Like these are the most exceptional Saiyans. Like most Saiyans was like us. They were like the human race. Most Saiyans in the Saiyan race are below average or average.
Like there's never been anything about Saiyan culture, but from what we know, Saiyan culture, they're a war-faring culture. Like they always go to war. Like they always pride their culture is based around their strength, and they're always trying to be on strength, like the Viltrumites.
Yeah.
But the Viltrumites, their whole planet was destroyed. There's only like 20 of them left. They have to repopulate and have sex with all these random species in order to repopulate. Oh, well, that's kind of a spoiler if you just watch the show, but they have to repopulate like by having sex with a whole bunch of people. So I don't really
But see the same thing with the Saiyans, because there's only what, like 10 of them, not even.
Oh, their
Less
planet
than.
was destroyed too?
Yeah, Planet Vegeta it's gone. That's their planet.
Oh, I didn't know that.
and
That
and
shit
what
been
we and from what we saw, and if you watch what was that movie called? I can't remember. But it's a movie called Bardock, Father of Goku. And you see a lot more Saiyan culture. And like they send their kids off to like different planets for them to grow up and take over the planet and shit. But Viltrumites killed off every weak person in their culture. And they destroyed their own planet. So it's not like somebody came and fucked it up. No, they did it to themselves. And it was like, all right, we gotta move somewhere else and do better, y'all. But yeah, like they killed off every weak person in their culture and then was like, all right, now we starting over with all strong people. I think the Viltrumites will get a Saiyans a fucking run for their money. Like when it comes to like Goku and Vegeta, like they might not they might cinch the war, like just them two alone. But everybody else, they getting ran through. Fucking
Ooh.
Gohan, like he used to be the man. Shit. Omni Man gonna rate Gohan. Great Gohan.
Man.
I have never seen a Saiyan's arm floating in space next to his body. I've never seen that. But I have seen Viltrumites
I
been
have.
slaughtered, been with black eyes, bloody eyes, a bloody face, like looking like they are horrible. So I've never
I done
seen
seen Saiyans get toe up. I done
not
seen
as much
Saiyans
as
get obliterated
Viltrumites.
into nothing.
Not as much as Viltrumites. I think that it would
Because
be
shit, I feel like
Saiyans
Saiyans
all the
only
way.
fight races that are weaker than them.
And so do Viltrumites.
Anyway,
Like
that's
and so do Viltrumites.
All right,
Viltrumites might be going after.
that could be another
Go
pod.
ahead, next.
Let's say we could do another pod.
Saiyans versus Viltrumite.
All right, we got to do a little bit more research. But all right, next question. This is from Alex from Hampton. He asked, "Why is Jared so racist?"
Jared,
You know, Jared,
why?
I don't think he's
Levante,
racist.
maybe.
Huh?
Go ahead. Go ahead. I
No,
was gonna
go,
say
go,
we should
go.
answer first and then let Jerry answer. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, I was gonna try and he might not be racist because I feel like that's just towards other races. I just think he don't like people. I think it's a general, except for like
You
a
think he
select
hate?
few.
You think he
Huh?
hates everybody equally?
I think that's exactly. I think it's not, and it's not a hate. It's more of a disdain.
Mm-hmm.
So hate is a
Okay.
bit more. I hate you. I'm gonna go ahead, Demarcus. Let's let Jerry bring us on home.
No, I just have a quick question. Can
I
y'all just explain to me how am I racist right quick? Because I don't see it.
wait. We are giving answers now. That's what we're doing. Levante says he doesn't think you're racist. I don't think that if Jared is racist, it is only because it only comes off that way because he is very pro-black, which doesn't necessarily make him anti-white, but also, those of the Caucasian persuasion have done, they have, they have decimated the balance of this world, and Jared is trying to make them pay the ultimate price. If he had it his way. Um, but yeah, like just like there's been a lot of oppression from the Caucasian race. So Jared, and I think that's where Jared takes issue, and that's why it may sometimes feel like Jared is racist. I'm not gonna say whether he is or isn't. I don't know him that well. Like you said, you're not invited into my wedding.
So first of all, Black people cannot be racist because we have not subjected other races to a system of oppression that they have systematically been oppressed by. So according to the definition of racism, I cannot be racist. I can be prejudiced, and I can look at my own culture to a higher standard than others, but I can't actually be racist because my culture has not held other cultures, multiple cultures, to an oppressive standard, and it doesn't let them build themselves up now and get to where they are on equal footing. So I've never done that, or my culture has never done that. So whatever your name was, I cannot be racist. Thank you for your question.
Alexander, he went to Hampton. He's one of our Hamptonian brothers.
Wow.
Come on, you march with him.
Did I?
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. He young. He a young guy. He a young guy.
Wow.
You might have marched with him.
I don't know this person. I really don't. Oh, Alex. RDO Alex? Let me text him now.
Man, you done got yourself in trouble, Alex.
Wow.
What's up, brother?
Wow. Yeah, I didn't like that one. Cause I can't even erase it. So it's not even a good question to ask. Gosh. Can we get another one, please? Because that wasn't a good one.
That's it. No, that was the question right there. That was it. That was the
Dang.
question.
All right, guys. Well, if you want to ask us a good question, a really good one, you can send us an email to blackgeekenergy@gmail.com. You can contact us on social media, on Instagram at Black Geek Energy, on TikTok, Black Geek Energy, and on Twitter, BGE_pod. Make sure you go ahead and rate and like this podcast. Even if you don't use Apple, go ahead and go on Apple's thing and rate this podcast, because I know that you have an Apple account. I know that you can just go into their podcast app and rate us right quick. Please do it. And let us know that we sent you. Even if you hate this episode, hate this show, let us know. But yeah, keep your mental health in check. And if you need any mental health support, go to betterhelp.com/BGEpod for all of your mental health needs. Is there anything else, you guys?
That's it. Thanks for listening. If you made it this far, you're beautiful. God's gonna bless you in more ways than you can even imagine. And just have a great day, great night, whatever time you're listening to it.
All right, guys. BGE out.
BGE out.